First of all, 71.17 is the high of the day. It's off the chart. 71.05, clearly a significant level, at least at this point. And here it is. Look at that. A few seconds early. Way early, unless it's just all anticipation. There it is. So it did break out of the range and pushing up on the high of the day. Remember, the high of the day is 71.17. And it's a long setup from that initial reaction, which of course we're not interested in. So I like to make a range line, a range here, boundary it between lines, the initial reaction up and down. Let's see if it breaks through. Yes, it did. All right, so that's probably not something I'm interested in. Let's see if it continues to break through. Might get into rally mode here. That was a new high of the day now. There we go. We don't need this line. All right, so we've got about another minute to go. So there's a possible short. That's a really small trade with all that range that just occurred. Looks like it may stop, cancel. Well, who knows? So far the short's at 71.14, but we got 20 more seconds. So let's see, it may cancel with another close above the line. Now I have a long trade to think about. Another tiny trade at 26. The short trade did cancel. 26, it did trigger in. And we do get in sync at 26, right below the low of the day. And if it comes up, yeah, we're not going to get in sync. Well, we still could. Well, man, technically it's still valid. It hasn't stopped out yet. The stop is at 14. So there. Now we were flat. There's no trade. We were flat. Now there's a short. Heads up on the short at 14.
Order
14
filled.
is a short. The stop's at 31, above the high of the day, and target 2 is at 98, and money management will be, if it can get there, at 04. Very choppy. If it could break through to 04, it might just keep on going. There it is. Nope. Is that 04? Yeah. Lock in your one tick. Stop goes to 13. We're risk-free, and will it stay in the trade? That 50 starting to push lower here.
Order
if it gets
filled.
to 200, there it is, target 2, goal reach, stops move to 07, one and done again, guys. And let's see, we're going to go to 06 now as the stop, and out, no, not out yet. That nickel holding us in there so far. Come on, baby, push lower. There's the 06. That nickel still holding us in, that 5-cent level. Let's see if we push lower. You see how those key level adjustments work? Thing of beauty. Maybe we get a bigger move, maybe not, but we have a chance to. That's all we could ask for. It's just about opportunities. There it is. We're done. Very simple. That's as straightforward as it gets. There's nothing to think about. There's nothing to reconsider. I hated the purple trade. I was really happy to see that come off. And that happened before our 2-minute wait time, and it was pushing this tiny little trade, pushing up on the high of the day. And then we'd have to get in sync with it. No thanks. And it's right at that quarter century number also, right? 26. So we got lucky on that one because just following the rules, waiting our time, and then the short trade emerged. There's no thinking involved. There it is. It's right in front of you. You had to wait for it to come out of the chop zone, right? So 2 bars later, it came out of the chop zone. The strategy knows to get in sync. So the original trade was here, but you don't go short against the 50 moving average when you're in the chop zone. But then the chop zone came off and the trade reappeared. Now we get in sync with it. There's nothing to think about. I wish Alan was here, who was asking me about his 15-minute Forex chart, because I want to just make the point that this is the power of the trade plan. When you have a trade plan that you have confidence and belief in because you've done all the work and then you've traded it for a while to boot, then it's just about executing the plan. You practice executions. How good can you execute? You want to be perfect. Not everyone's perfect. No one's perfect, but you want to be. You try to be. You strive for it. But what you don't need to do is second guess. You don't need to be afraid. You don't need to wonder, is that going to win? Is that going to not win? None of that matters, because yes, it will win and it won't win. That's just trading. Who cares? Random distribution of wins and losses. No, it's the trade plan that makes us the money. And you have to have the belief and the confidence and the understanding of what the trade plan produces over time so that you could just be a trader instead of that person trying to trade. Yuck, who wants to be that person? That's the person that's going to lose a bunch of money. The person trying to trade. Don't be that person. Do the work necessary. Do your foundational work. Prove your trade plan to yourself. Because when you prove it, this is why I love this. This is why I don't change anything, because it's proven. Right? We do it the same way every week. Proven. There's other plans that you could prove just like this. Tons of them. So this is just a living example of what we do in here. Whether you're using Counterpunch or Spotlight or whatever, Acme trading strategy, doesn't matter. It's the same principle. If you don't believe in what you're doing, it's because you don't have the big vision to see what the trade plan produces. It's called measurable results over time. That's why we backtest. That's why I'm going to teach VJ how to create his own trade plan so that he can get to this point with the markets he's interested in. Because I could just say, hey, trade this chart, start here, stop there, and where's that going to leave him? Right? If he doesn't do his own work, it could be the winningest plan in history and he'll still end up quitting. Anybody would. That's why people buy this strategy, buy that strategy, and 10 years later they're like, man, I just spent 20 grand and I haven't made any money. Well, duh. You're not doing the work you need to do.